This is the first time that you're voicing a character with this big of a role in a Disney animated film. So what was it about Zootopia that made you say this is the one?
Just that they called and asked. I've been dying to be a part of one of their films for a long time, and you want to wait your turn, and you just kind of hope, cross your fingers, that your career goes in such a way where you get on their list. It's a really privileged thing to be invited to, and it's not lost on me how lucky I am with this. And not to mention the fact that it's really the only films I get to see now with my kids, so it's really nice to be a part of one.
Was there one specific movie that you watched with your daughters that made you say, I do want to voice a character one day?
I remember the first one that my 9-year-old and I really enjoyed together was Princess and the Frog, and then we listened to the soundtrack over and over and over again, going to school during kindergarten, first grade, pre-K even. But then obviously Frozen is on a heavy rotation, and I mean you name it. There's really I don't think there are any that we haven't seen. It's pretty amazing.
But now the soundtrack for this movie can be in your car now.
Right. Well, Shakira will certainly be on a loop, I imagine, right when the movie gets released. I'm not sure, but that song is great. And Sia, who I'm lucky enough to be friendly with back home, and she knows my daughter too. Like, it's just like all of my daughter was so excited about so much about this film, so it was a bullseye for her.
I love Sia. That's my favorite Pandora station.
Oh yeah?
And I listen to it all the time. I found your character to be a very quick and smooth talking, but fun and witty. But I found that it was very similar to a lot of the characters that you already play, just animated.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why I got the call. You get hired to do that which they've seen you do before, and that's why they're confident that you'd be a good choice for it. So fortunately for me, that is a character that I like to play. I love to play somebody that's got a sense of humor that kind of makes me laugh, that brand of humor. But often those characters, it's an exciting thing to find the area where it exposes that they're really not as sarcastic or as mean or as hardened as they seem on the outside, and you find these little areas where you can show that they're kind of vulnerable. And there's a few great moments in the film for the Fox in this, and the directors really encouraged me to kind of lean into those moments, and they're just these really nice heart moments in the film that don't end up being too preachy or too soft, but they're just a nice balance to all the humor that's in the film.
Jennifer was saying that this was actually a really challenging experience for her, getting into the sound booth. It's a lot different than live action. Did you kind of have the same experience?
I don't know if challenge would be the right word. It was amazing to see this process. Again, being such a fan of what they do, it's nice to be behind the curtain and see how it's all done and what the process is. How do you voice one of these characters? Do you read the whole script over the course of 8 hours in a recording booth, or not? And the answer is not. You do it in little chunks over the course of 3 years in these little 2-hour sessions, and once like every other month. And I really was just a fan,
Anyone can be anything is a major theme in the film. You can have your wildest dreams come true, but when you were a kid, what did you want to be?
It sounds kind of gross, but I started acting really young. I wanted to be Robert De Niro or Dustin Hoffman or Al Pacino. I wanted to be like a character actor. I never thought that I would be a kid on TV doing sitcoms and making people laugh, but that's where I went, because I got kicked out of schools a lot for being a cracking wise all the time. So we ended up figuring out a way to make money doing that.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.